Welcome to Sinbin Stream and NFL action. We have the Green Bay Packers at the Denver Broncos, and matchup of 9-3 and 1 Green Bay and the 11-2 Broncos. We know the Bears won, so Packers would like to stay ahead of them for the division, of course. Yeah. Just check on the audio. Hello, Ron. Whoops, wrong one. Hello, Rhonda. It was a good run by the Chiefs. Incredible team for 10 years. Hello, Gracie. What a comeback by the Bills. That was unbelievable. That down 21-0 and 24-7 at half. Yeah, and huge comeback win. Yeah, I guess we can go over the scores. Yeah, I said, heck of a run by the Chiefs. Hopefully Mahomes is all right. That didn't looked like he hyperextended his knee, his left knee, in the grass too. Like, so odd. I just saw the very end of it when they cut to it. Yep, Bills are playing well. Yep, Packers are 9-3-1. They're going to want to stay ahead of the Bears at 10-4, but they do play the Bears, and it's next Saturday night. Or I'm sorry, this Saturday night. That's might be the only thing I stream on Saturday. But going through the scores, let's see. Well, Thursday, of course, the Bucs choked against the Falcons, lost 29-28. Texans 40-20 over the Cardinals. Jaguars 48-20 over the Jets. 31-0 Eagles over the Raiders. That game was over early. I mean, even time-wise. 29-21 Commanders over the Giants. Bills 35, Patriots 31. Again, they were down 21-0 and 24-7 at the half. Only that 65 or whatever yard rushing touchdown for the Patriots offense in the second half. Ravens 24-0 over the Bengals. Bears 31-3 over the Browns. And the last game to end of the early game, 16-13 Chargers over the Chiefs in Kansas City. Shut them out 6-0 in the second half. Colts Seahawks, Phillip Rivers starting for the Colts. Titans Niners. Niners, looking to keep pace. Panthers Saints, big game for the Panthers. And Lions Rams, big NFC matchup. And of course Packers Broncos. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, 5 games in the afternoon. We'll get the box score up momentarily. All right, kickoff should be in a couple of minutes here. Did not think they will come back. Yeah, well, they did. That was a heck of a second half. Go Pack, go. Damn straight. Sinbin admin. Yep. Texans on fire. Yeah, their defense. 10-game winning. Oh, I forgot in New England had won 10 straight. All right, the Packers are in their white winter warning uniforms, and the Broncos are in orange jerseys at least. In white pants. I accidentally left that chair there. Sorry. Thank you. Oh, geez. We had pushing and shoving and warm-ups. I didn't see who was involved, but the Broncos were clearly on the Packers' sideline mixing it up. All right. The Packers are kicking off. I don't know who won the toss, so the Packers will get it. in the second half. Kickoff in the air. Taken at the 3 by the far numbers. Up the far numbers to the 25. Tackled short. Nope, pushed out over the 30 to the 31 with 14:54 to go. First quarter. Bo Nix and company out on the field. 1st and 10. Oh, no. Yeah. I don't know. I just don't like the Broncos. I can't stand Sean Payton. All right, we'll get to the stats and the box score in a minute. Looks like Phillip Rivers is out on the field for the Colts. They got red zone. All right, handoff up the middle. I'm assuming that's Harvey. He gets probably 2. 2nd and 8 coming up for Denver. Oh, they gave him 3. 2nd and 7. Well, at least CBS gets the guess up there right away. All right, seriously, where is the live stats? They have not kicked in yet? Oh, brother. Back to Pat. Nope, handoff. Pardon me. Up the middle, near the first down, just outside the near hash mark. Another carry by Harvey. I guess they marked him short. It's probably going to be 3rd and less than 1. I don't know. I haven't... You're rooting for the Broncos. Yeah. I mean, I haven't liked them since Super Bowl 32, but... Because I rooted for them in those other 3 losses. All right. I guess the Broncos had to burn a timeout at 13:41. Yep, that's what it is. 3rd and 1 coming up. 2 timeouts remaining for the Broncos. I can't stand Sean Payton. He just never got the criticism that Mike McCarthy did for only winning 1 Super Bowl with Rodgers. You could say the same thing. Saints only won 1 with Drew Brees. 2 carries for 9 yards for Harvey. They got a 3rd and 1. Under center, receiver in motion. I think it's Sutton. To the far side. Sneak by Nix for the first down. 1st and 10. All right, come on, defense. Oh, it's just because the Broncos beat the Packers in Super Bowl 32. Yeah, Broncos beat the Packers. Ruined our back-to-back Super Bowl potential titles. All right, back to pass. Nix over the middle, caught at the 47. Probably about a gain of 5. Let me see who that is. No, who's 19? Haven't called a Broncos game in some time. 19. Oh, that's Mims. Mims a catch for 5, 2nd and 5. Rivers, did he complete that? We'll get it. Nope, incomplete. In motion to the far side. In shotgun is Nix with the back. Throws to the near side. Tackled by Valentine. That was Cortland Sutton. He's less than a yard shy of the first down at the 3rd and 1 coming up for the Broncos. There's like shade and sun here in whatever they call it, in Power Field at Mile High. 12 minutes remaining, first quarter. First possession, Denver. They started with the ball. 3rd and 1 from the Green Bay 48-ish. Nix under center, handoff up the middle. They got it. Oh, fumble maybe. Hopefully the Packers didn't get a face mask either. Who recovered it? They have not pointed. Or what's the call here? Okay, the clock is stopped at 11:28. Yes, Cooper recovers it, and it's Packers ball. Let's go. 1st and 10. I think Parsons forced the fumble. Yep. He wrapped it up. Ball was loose. Definitely was not down. Parsons on the tackle and the forced fumble. And it's Green Bay ball near midfield, and we get a commercial break. 1st and 10, Packers. The defense gets a stop. Wow. You know what? Let me just put the box here, and then I'll have the scores as available. Hopefully, internet can handle this. So a fumble by R.J. Harvey, recovered by Edger and Cooper, Cowboy Cooper. Should be tackle for loss and, forced fumble by Parsons. They just gave him a solo tackle. I guess maybe it was no gain or a gain of 1 maybe. I don't know. All right, let's get the scores up again. Nobody has scored yet. Niners are driving. Seahawks have the ball. Looks like the Colts had to punt it away. Panthers near midfield, not quite yet. Rams have the ball. All right. No, wait, it happened in Rhode Island or something? Was it Brown or something? I never did get the details. I heard there was one. What game's on Prime? This is on CBS. Yeah, it's cold. Tebow fan. Oh, boy. Oh, Texans won. They 40-20 over the Cardinals. Texans are 9-5 now. All right. Are they still talking about this? This is clearly a fumble and a recovery by the Packers. All right. 1st and 10 for Love and company. Receiver in motion. Watson to the near side. In shotgun. Back to pass. Throws. Caught by Watson. About a gain of 4. 2nd and 6 coming up. I think. I mean, we'll see. Oh, they gave him 5. 2nd and 5. 11-18. Whoops, my clock is way off. Pardon that. Sorry. 11-11 in the first. Watson in motion to the far side. Shotgun. Handoff to Jacobs up the middle. They should give him enough for the first down, but it depends on the spot. I thought for sure this is a first down, but you never know with the officials spotting the ball. All right, is it 3rd down or is it 1st down? Come on, CBS. What are we doing? I'll guess 3rd and 1. He rolled forward on a Denver player. That should have been a first down. He was never down. They do say 3rd and 1. Under 10.5 first quarter. Handoff Jacobs, and he didn't get it. Man, they should have challenged that last play. So 4th and 1 coming up. Decision time early for LaFleur. Looks like he wants to go for it, but they could just line up, try to draw him off sides, and end up kicking it away. I don't know about that spot on that second down play. I thought he had it. He was on top of a Denver player. It didn't look like that should have been like it should have been marked short of the first down. I thought he had it. Love under center. Looks like he's trying to change something, though. Jacobs the deep back. They fake it to him. Love rolls out. He should be able to scramble for it, and he does. Just enough. Oh, please, yeah. Broncos are trying to say, oh, no, he didn't get it. Yeah, he had it by plenty. Get out of town. Let the refs do their job. He had it easily. You can look at the mark where he slid. 1st and 10, Green Bay. Go, Pack, go. 1st and 10, 9 minutes to go, and a flag. False start. 63, that'd be Rasheed Walker. 1st and 15 coming up at 9:01. Oh, nice shove into his helmet, too, when he got up. That should have been a personal foul on Denver. Nice no call, refs. Little home cooking. I was wondering, it seemed to be a lot of stuff going on the sideline. Receiver in motion, that's Reed to the far into the backfield. A little dump off to Reed at the 50, and he gets maybe a yard. That'll bring up 2nd and 14. Just over 8.5 to go in the opening quarter. All right, 2nd and 14, 8:15 to go in the opening quarter. Down to 10 on the play clock. Receivers split to each side. In shotgun, actually 3 to the far side. Empty backfield. Love back to throw. Down the left side. Caught by Reed. He dives. I believe he should have the first down. What a terrible spot. Are you kidding me? They marked him a yard short. That's twice now where they should have had first downs on 2nd down, and the officials have marked them short. This is absolutely a first down. The Packers could probably challenge and win this. Another terrible spot. I don't know what game these officials are watching. This is insane. Toss to Jacobs and he gets dumped in the backfield after a terrible block by Wiley. And it's 4th and 3. These officials are terrible. Unbelievable. I don't get it. Yeah, Wiley got blown up. 4th and 3. I assume they're going for it. Oh, shoot. Wiley was injured on the play, too. And I had a bad feeling. He looked like he was slow to get up. 7:16 to go. First quarter and a timeout. I don't get it. These spots of the ball have been awful by these officials. It's 10 degrees here in the Chicago suburbs right now. All righty. 4 votes, 2 for the Packers, 2 for the Broncos. Well, you should be able to get this game on your local CBS if you have, antenna, cable, or if you're streaming. I guess it would be behind, but oh, That's right. We get Rams, Lions at Rams on Fox as well today. Bears were at home at noon. They're at commercial anyways, so we'll go right back. Hopefully Wiley's all right. That's going to be a big blow if they're down a tight end. Would leave them with Fitzpatrick and Musgrave, and Musgrave's just a glorified wide receiver. He cannot block. And he usually falls down after he catches the ball. Oh, it was okay. I thought it was Rhode Island, but I didn't know. Maybe there was more than one. I'll have to look it up. Thanks. I forgot to look it up. I knew the Patriots had put out a statement, let's put it that way, showing support. All right. Uh-oh. Wiley's heading to the locker room. Shoot. All right. 4th and 3. They're sending out McManus. I don't know about this one, Matt. Oh, brother. I don't even want to read the stat. 53-yarder again at mile high, altitude. Hopefully he's all right here. Kick is on the way towards the left upright and actually good. 3-0 Packers, 7:02 to go in the opening quarter. So they do get 3 out of the turnover, but man, you would have liked to have gotten a touchdown. Well, hopefully that'll boost McManus's confidence. Good Lord, does he need it? As the Packers still haven't solved their kicking situation since they let Mason Crosby go. All right, Packers will tee it up and kick it off to the Broncos. Let's see, 1 second. All right. Let's check the other scores real quick. 7-0 Niners, 7-0 Lions. Returned up to the 20, 30, 35, 40, up the far numbers. Terrible special teams coverage by the Packers. That's just par for the course for this team. Probably the only time they had good special teams was the year they won Super Bowl 31 in 96 season. What is this stupid graphic? Oh my gosh, CBS. Like, we don't need Nickelodeon graphics to bring the kids in. All right. At their own 40. Handoff to Harvey. Good play on the run by, it wasn't Harvey, it was McLaughlin. About a gain at 2, 2nd and 8. Great play from the safety, Evan Williams, to come up and make the ankle tackle. And it was St. Brown on the touchdown for the Lions. Yay. 6.5 to go, opening quarter. Broncos down 3-0. Shotgun, swing pass to the receiver that was in motion. He goes out of bounds after about a 3-yard gain to bring up 3rd and 5. $6.11. Yep, that's right. 6:10. I'll leave it. Yeah, I'm happy that, well, I won't say anything. 0 for 2 on third for the Packers, 1 for 2 for the Broncos. I don't know why they do that. Shotgun back to pass, quick swing pass to the back, up the sideline, gain of 2, bringing up a 4th and 3. That was Beatty, Badie. I don't think it's Batty. 4th and 3. Little swing pass. Good play by Inigbare, and I think Cooper. Cooper was blocked too. Actually, 4th and 4. They only gave him a gain of 1. Crawshaw to kick it away for the Broncos special teams. I missed who's returning. It might be Savion Williams. He's been out for a while. Here's the kick. Fair catch signaled. Oh, it takes a Broncos bounce. Actually, it was Dobbs. Okay, that's got to be back to the 12. They batted it into the air to the 5. So, up and a late penalty flag at 4:56. What's this about? Uh-oh. And an injured Bronco on the play, number 40. All right, what is going on? Stranad. Great. Kingsley Inigbare gets a personal effing foul. And the Packers will get backed up. Oh, what a dive. It was a regular block, and Crawshaw took a dive. That is crap. Come on. They need to have a flop penalty in the frickin' NFL. That was insane. That is not a personal foul. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Hello, Gracie. Hello, Rhonda. Bills game. I was nervous. Yeah. Nah, I had pretty good confidence that they were going to pick up that first down. And even if they had to kick a field goal, they weren't going to give up a touchdown at the end. Now Bills don't have to worry about Chiefs. Yeah. Yep. Hey, Seth. My Eagles won. Yep. Big time over the Raiders. Yeah, Patullo showed up. It saved his job. That's why you don't hire your friends. It makes it impossible to fire them, and you go down with the ship. When you're a coach, you know. Golly. So the Packers will have it back at their own 6. What a garbage call. And it's a dumb penalty by Inigbare, but the punter clearly took a dive. Like he was shot by a sniper rifle. Lions still up 7-0. Panthers up 7-0. Niners up 7-0. Colts are up 3-0 in Seattle. And it looks like they have the ball. Actually, let me extend this just a little bit so we can see all 5 games. Close enough. And Packers up 3-0. Oh, Titans got a field goal, 7-3. Only game where both teams have scored in the 3 o'clock hour. All right, Bo Nix 3 for 3 for 10 yards. No TDs, interceptions, or sacks. Love 3 for 3 for 19 yards. No TDs, interceptions, or sacks. 18 yards rushing Denver, 3 yards rushing Green Bay. Yeah, not much offense either way. The Packers scored after a fumble near midfield by the Broncos. Every time Kansas City made it to the playoffs, we go, yep. That's the way the Packers were against the Cowboys in the 90s. And then we owned the Niners in the 90s, but then now since after the 2010 season, the Niners have owned won 5 straight against the Packers in the playoffs. And now the Eagles, we can't beat the Eagles in the playoffs. Handoff up the middle goes nowhere. I think it's Wilson. I don't think it's Jacobs. I think they're going to limit It is Wilson. I think he got 1, 2nd and 9. They're going to limit Jacobs carries, I believe, because of the knee and because they do play the Bears Saturday night. So they need him for that game. And Wilson had an illness, so I don't know how good he's going to be today. Oh, they gave him 2. 2nd and 8. Ten seconds on the play clock from the 5. 2nd and 8. Love under center. 2 receivers to the near side. Back to pass in the end zone. Throws down the left side. Hits Musgrave, and he dives for the catch and didn't keep his feet. But at any rate, it's a first down, Green Bay. And every catch of his seems to get reviewed, so wouldn't be shocked on this one. Oh, that should have been pass interference, too, or holding on the Broncos. They ran right into Musgrave. Of course, there's no flag, because... All right. Big pickup on for a first down there for the Packers out of their own end zone. From their own 31, Love under center, Dobbs to the near side, in motion, Musgrave, fake the handoff, Love looking, throws down the right side, caught by Dobbs, near out of bounds in Denver territory, and another Packer first down. Again, Packers in white, all white, winter warning, going left to right. And the Broncos in their orange jerseys going right to left. Good one-on-one coverage, but a great throw and catch. Love to Dobbs off the back foot. Not how you watch your pee-wee football players and flag football players to throw. All right. Handoff to Brooks. That goes up the hash marks for a gain of at least 5. Uh-oh, Brooks is slow to get up. No frickin' way. Do we have a healthy running back? Oh, my gosh. 2nd and 3 after a gain of 7. That didn't look good. Oh, boy. Well, next man up. I just don't know who that is today. Two minutes remaining, first quarter, 2nd and 3. Fakes the handoff. Penalty flag. Throw, catch by, I almost said Kraft, but of course it's not. It's Fitzpatrick. I did not see what the penalty could be, and Pat Surtain Jr. is down. He's not getting up. Slow start. Injuries piling up. Offsides. Declined. First down. 98 was offside. Let's see if Surtain's okay. What happened? Oh, Fitzpatrick jumped over him, over Surtain, and then Surtain ran into his own teammate. Actually, he took a knee from Fitzpatrick. I think that's where he probably got hit on the head. He's probably in concussion protocol. Yeah, no, I hear you. I know all about it. We've had our history with first the Cowboys, then the Niners. Well, technically still the Niners and the Eagles. The Packers have had trouble with, it flipped. The Packers lost like a ton of games to the Cowboys in the 90s. Then they never lost to them in the 2010s, but they always beat the Niners until that stupid catch 2, which shouldn't have been a touchdown. The game still bugs me. But then we couldn't beat the Niners anymore. Hey, hello, DJ. Just Press. Green Bay all day. I hope so. Could use a win. Stay ahead of the Bears going into Saturday night. Rams on the drive, trailing 7-0. First and goal. Handoff up the middle and a walk-in touchdown for Williams, number 23. Kyron Williams. So pending the extra point, that game will be tied up. Panthers still up 7-0. Niners up 7-3 over the Titans after 1. Colts and Seahawks are now tied at 3. Again, Rams will be kicking an extra point. Here's the snap, the hold, the kick right down the middle, and good. 7 apiece. Packers game's going to be like way behind. Well, not yet, but we've had a few injuries here, slowing things down. Love starting 6 of 6 for 77 yards. Not much on the ground. Brooks looked to be dinged up on that 7-yard carry. Wilson is fighting an illness, and Jacobs' knee issues continue. And Love picked up a yard rushing. Again, the field goal set up by an R.J. Harvey fumble recovered by Edgerrin Cooper. All right, we'll see what the word is on Surtain later. Shotgun, Love back to pass. 4-man rush. Throws over the middle. Caught and falls down at the 14. That's Matthew Golden. And another Green Bay first down. Yeah, he slipped and then got touched down. And they're heading into the sunny portion of the field. End zone is largely in shade, but most of the rest, like the red zone, is in sun. So Golden on the catch. No, we can't have football OT. I hear you. Pass to the near side, caught. Is that Dobbs or Savion? That's Dobbs to the 4, so 2nd and short coming up. Nope, hold on, there's a flag. Hold the phone. Let's see what the call is. Hey, don't put that on me. That's just hockey. Packers. Rasheed Walker, another penalty. Ineligible player downfield. So is that what, 1st and 15 then? And that wipes out a 8-yard reception by Dobbs. Come on. Get your head in the game, Walker. Golly. Under 50 to go. Packers at the Denver 17. 1st and 15. Love and shotgun. 3 receivers bunched to the near side. Back to pass. Rolls to the far side. On a keeper and tripped up and taken out of bounds at the 14. So a gain of maybe 3 will bring up 2nd and 12. Under 30. Yeah, Jacobs played the first drive. That was about it. They're trying to limit his snaps because of the game Saturday night and because of his continued knee. I think that's going to be it on the first quarter. Yeah, Packers won't snap it. 2nd and 12 when we start the second quarter. Let me fix the clock right now. All right, end of the first quarter. Packers 3, Broncos nothing. Go Packers, go. Yes. Go Pack, go in the case of the Packers. Again, Packers got set up by R.J. Harvey fumble, forced by Parsons, recovered by Cooper near midfield. They cashed in with a 52-yard field goal. I don't think it was 53. We'll double check real quick. Nope, it was 53. My bad. Shorted McManus a yard. Again, thanks to the thin air and mile high. All right, rest of the scoreboard. Again, Lions-Rams just got equaled up there at 7-all. Detroit ball. Panthers up 7-0 over the Saints in New Orleans. Those games are still in the first quarter. Niners 7, Titans 3, 13:47 in the second, but first and goal at the Titan 1 for the Niners. Colts and Seahawks, end of 1, 3-3. Wait, were there any 3:05 games today? Hang on a sec, because I thought the Packer game took long, but actually the Packer game was about on average. Let's see the schedule real quick. They may have already. Why is this so slow? I could look it up on a different site. Oh, this is insane. How can it be this slow? Do they still leave the start time? No, I guess not. Oh, at any rate. I know the season flies by. It happens every year. The off season takes forever. You get here and then, in a blink of an eye, it's, end of the season time. It's crazy. I agree. All right. They say 2nd and 11 now. Shotgun Love back to pass, throws, caught by Watson, only to the 8th though. So it'll be 3rd down for Green Bay. 3rd and 6. Oh man, we got to get a touchdown. Don't settle for a field goal here. That ineligible Walker being ineligible and downfield on 1st down wiped out an 8-yard catch by Dobbs and backed him up into 1st and 15. All right. 7 on the play clock. 3 receivers to the far side. Shotgun, back to pass. 4-man rush near the end zone. Dobbs, it's broken up, incomplete. May have been an early hit. I don't know. We'll see. 4th and 6 with 14-14. No, I guess he just broke it up. Yeah, good play by the defense. Yeah, no contact. Was that? Who was that? 26-yarder now. They send McManus out. From just inside the near hash mark. Kick is through the uprights and good. Green Bay now ups. Whoops, wrong button. 6-0. 14-11 to go. Second quarter. Dang it. Hate to settle for field goals. I mean, the last one was 50, but they had a 4th and 3. But, all right. Yeah, only a game down. What are they, 10-4, and New England's 11-3, and both have, manageable schedules. I remember seeing it, and I thought, yeah, Buffalo probably has the slightly easier schedule, but anything could happen now. They gave themselves a chance. All right, back to, real quick. Love is 8-9. That was his first incompletion, 100 yards. 2 plays into the second quarter. Nothing on the ground for Green Bay. But a decent drive there by the offense. And let's see. End of the first quarter, Rams 7. Lions have a 3rd and 1 at the Rams 29. Panthers 7, Saints nothing, end of the first. 4th and 13 for the Panthers at their own 39. Niners got a touchdown, 14-3, 13:03 to go in the second. And it looks like the Titans probably turned it over because the Niners have the ball. No, they don't. ESPN just flipped it. Titans have the ball. Colts and Seahawks tied at 3. 4th and 4 for Indy at their own 41. That'll catch you up. All right. He did that for a NASCAR event, like probably 20 years ago. He's like, all right. Gentlemen, start your engines. Probably before Danica Patrick, because it was just gentlemen. Yeah, Bills have the Browns. That should be a win. Yeah, maybe the Ravens will do you a solid. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Kickoff by McManus. Taken at the 4-5, up the far numbers to the 25 and out to the 30. Well, that's better than the 40 on the last one. Packers not known for having good special teams units. 1st and 10, Bo Nix and company. Trailing, but only by 6 points, 6-0. I just missed the Niners touchdown. Yeah, Rams need this game against the Lions to keep pace with the Seahawks. All right, 1st and 10. Bo Nix under center. He has a deep back. 2 receivers to the far side. Fakes the handoff, rolls out. Oh, my gosh. Gary got held, and I think they actually called a Micah Parsons holding call. I think for the first time all season, or maybe second. Yes, holding. Miracles do happen. Holy cow. Garrett Cole's on the hold. And you had to figure it was going to happen here because I think the Broncos are guilty. Yep. Had him around the throat or around the right shoulder pad as Parsons was trying to get his right hand on Nix. And truthfully, Rashawn Gary was held as well. Clock back in motion. 13:42 in the second quarter. 1st and 20 at their own 20. Shotgun back to pass. Quickly thrown to 25, 28. Caught, and the Packers dumped him back at his own 23. Oh, what is this? A late flag. Oh, you've got to be effing kidding me. Come on. Bullard got called for unnecessary roughness? What is this crap? These are some terrible calls. He picked him up and he dumped him on his shoulder. I mean, I guess that's just a dumb penalty. Gosh, frickin' darn it. God, the Broncos get so damn lucky. Come on, defense. Don't do stupid stuff. You don't need to give them free yards. Hand off to the near sideline. Harvey out of bounds after maybe a gain of 3. Yeah, who knows how they spot the ball. It'd probably give them 5. Under 13 to go, second quarter. Oh, they gave him 4. 2nd and 6. You got to be kidding me. Very questionable spotting of the ball. Packers have been screwed twice on second downs that should have picked up a first down. And they failed on third down. Lions got a field goal. They lead 10-7 over the Rams. Handoff Harvey got maybe 1 or 2. They'll probably give him 3 to midfield, though. The way these guys spot the ball generously for the Niners, or for the Broncos. Oh, actually 3rd and 5. Wonders never cease. All right, defense. Let's get off the field. Hold them here. Shuck with the pass. Oh, they picked up a first down on 3rd and 13. Broncos at their own 49, 3rd and 5. They're 1 for 3 today. Nixon shotgun, 2 backs to either side of them. Packers just show 4 caught for the first down at the Green Bay 45 by Cortland Sutton. That might be their first down by something other than a penalty. It feels like it. Hey, did Cooper tackle him too rough there? You want to tack on a 15-yarder there for fudge's sake? You know, you guys never blow the whistle on those forward progress and you let them push the pile, but then something happens for the defense, and I believe the Broncos just false started. 11. All right, I'll stop being so crabby. 11-17, 1st and 15. Denver has more offense. 15-6 Green Bay. Or Green Bay, or you're saying they lose 15-6. All right. 11, there we go. 11:02, close enough. Midfield, 1st and 15, handoff to Mims, I think. He gets about 8 to bring up 2nd and 7 on a little end around to the far sideline. Good play. Well blocked. Looked like McKinney. Hey, he lowered his helmet and hit helmet to helmet with McKinney. Running backs aren't supposed to do that. And Mims may have knocked himself out of the game. McKinney's still in. You're not supposed to lower your helmet as a ball carrier. What happened to that call? Back to pass, and wow, I'm surprised Parsons wasn't called for holding. Little one-arm catch was incomplete. That was very strange. It looked like Parsons got away with a hold on... yeah, that should have been a DPI or a hold. He held number 1, Ingram, right in front of a ref. I'm surprised, Peyton isn't... they're not showing Peyton going ballistic. That looked like a pretty easy call. Maybe because it was within the line of scrimmage, within a yard, less than 5. It's the only thing I can think of. Back to pass, 3rd and 7, over the middle, wide open. First down at the Green Bay 26. What was that? Come on. That was 17. That would be, who is that on the Broncos? Lil Jordan Humphrey, who was with the Giants this year and was with the Broncos last year. Jeez Louise. Oh, my gosh. Enagbare on the tackle. 1st and 10. They mark at the 27 of Green Bay. Rolls to the near sideline at the 30. Taken out of bounds after about a gain of 1. 2nd and 9 coming up. 9.5 to go in the second quarter. Just trying to sync the clock up. All right, close enough. 2nd and 9. Broncos at the Green Bay 26-yard line. First 2 drives, 28 yards. This drive, 44 yards. Yeah. 15 of it on a penalty. Handoff to Sutton up the middle. He gets it to, should be the 21. No, it's Harvey, actually. They say 3rd and 3. I mean, yeah, they gave him the 20. Should have been, looked like he bounced forward after he was down at the 21, but whatever. 3rd and 3. Just over 8.5 remaining in the second quarter. Harvey has 6 carries for 22 yards, but that fumble that cost him 3. Shotgun back to pass. Steps up in the pocket, rolls to the far sideline, wide open at the 5, and a walk-in touchdown. What was that garbage? at 8:19. Bandy on the touchdown. Michael Bandy. Ay, ay, ay. What on earth was that? We are tied up at 6 pending the extra point. Nix, wow, that was a terrible snap. Nix did a good job to get it. And Bullard peeled off his coverage because he thought Nix was going to run it. But extra point by Will Lutz is good, and it's the Broncos in the lead, 7-6. Wait, hold on. There was a flag on the play. What's the flag? May have been on the Broncos. Make the call. Oh, never mind. Ah, another personal foul on the Packers. Never mind. I think that's Wooden, 94. Oh, that drive was disheartening. That was some garbage defense by the Packers. No, Wooden's 96. Must have been, oh my gosh, I'm blanking. Brooks then on the penalty. Wonderful. All right, well, offense needs to get a touchdown. They can't just settle for field goals. If they have any hope of winning this game, they got to get a touchdown soon. So now Nix is 7 of 8, 60 yards, 1 touchdown. The reception, Michael Bandy for 20 yards. Harvey 6 for 22, but a fumble, which led to 3 points for the Packers. Rams incomplete in the end zone. They thought they had a touchdown. Now it's 4th and goal. They trailed by 3. Panthers still up 7-0 over the Saints halfway through the second quarter, but 1st and 10 at the Panther 30 for the Saints. Titans got a touchdown. They're only down 4, but the Niners have the ball. Colts and Seahawks still tied at 3 in Seattle. Colts ball. So close games in the 3 o'clock hour. Biggest lead is 7 right now. Panthers over Saints. But the Saints in Panthers territory. Okay, the Rams are going for it on 4th and goal from just half-yard line. Stafford fakes the handoff, rolls to the far numbers, throws the end zone, incomplete. No flag. Nope, wait. Hold the phone. There is a flag. Phillip Rivers with a 4th and 1 at the Seahawks 31. Handoff. I don't know if Taylor got it. Looks like the Lions may have had pass interference. There's a flag on that 4th down play in Seattle as well. Yeah, I believe the Rams will get one more crack at it. Well, I agree. Kick is in the air. And into the end zone. Packers will get it at the third. Oh, no. It went out of bounds. Not in the end zone. Packers will get it 1st and 10 at their own 40. Let's go. We'll take that. Thanks, Will Lutz, for the mistake. Rams on 4th down. Hand it off. Walk-in touchdown. So that's, yeah, beat the Lions. That's fine with me. Knock them out of there. All right, Green Bay down by 1. 1st and 10 at their own 40. Saints have a 2nd and 7 at the Panthers 13. All right, Musgrave in motion. Faked the handoff to Jacobs. Rolled to the sideline. In the sun. Was that a catch by Musgrave? Very hard to see. They mark it as a catch. Packers might want to go hurry up. 2nd and 3 on a catch for 7. 55-yard field goal coming up. 55-yard field goal attempt coming up for the Colts. Snap, hold, kick from the right hash. Up and good. Seahawks trail at home 6-3 to the Colts. Receiver Watson in motion to the far side. Looks like Reed and Dobbs to the near side. Fake the handoff to Jacobs. In trouble. Throws it away out of bounds past Reed. 3rd and 3 coming up. Clock stopped at 7:30 in the second quarter. Daughter made her first peanut butter cookies. I had to go test them. They were great. Oh, congrats. Hope you enjoyed them. Looks like the Saints. What happened here? Watson drew double coverage that last play. 3rd and 3. Packers desperately need a first down. Easy for me to say. Receiver in motion is Reed. Shotgun. Back to pass. Throws. Caught. Reed up the 45, 50, 45. Taken down at the Broncos 40. And another Packers first down. Big play on 3rd and 3. Wow, red zone is not very far behind the antenna today. They were already showing the Reed replay, or, live. Saints just got into the end zone, so pending the extra point, that game will be tied up. Trying to play spoiler against division foes. Actually, the Packers have it to the Broncos 39. It's a handoff to Jacobs, up the hash, and down to the 31. Gain of 8. 2nd and 2 coming up. That is if they don't screw up the spot. And my brain did the reverse and said 2nd and 8. Under 6.5 to go. They didn't show the extra point for the Saints yet. And they show a replay of the Jacobs run. Oh, pushing and shoving. What the heck? Somebody was getting in Bo Melton's face. Oh, Packers are going to need a timeout. Play clock was almost dead. 5:56 to go, second quarter. Both teams still have 2 timeouts remaining. I got to remember to reset those at the halftime, though. I usually forget. All right, let's quickly check the scoreboard. Yeah, 14-10 Rams, 7-7 Panthers Saints. 49ers 14-10 over the Titans, Colts 6-3 over the Seahawks. So tight games in the 3 o'clock hour. 4 is the biggest lead currently. All right, they put a second back on the clock. 2nd and 2 at 5:57. Niners are already got a 2nd and 3. No, 3rd and 3. It looks like at the Titan 40 or 24. Pardon me. All right, 2nd and 2 at the Bronco 31. Handoff Jacobs up the middle. He's got it, and he's down to the 20. First down. Again, Packers this quarter in white. The winter warning unis going right to left. Broncos have orange jerseys going right to left. Or left to right, left to right. Orange jerseys, white pants, and blue helmets. Packers all white today. Helmet, jersey, and pants. All right. 5:17 to go. Second quarter. 1st and 10. Shotgun back to pass. Love dumps it off. Reed gets a first down. And a late flag. What's this for? Was on the Broncos. Packers declined it. 1st and 10. Illegal hands to the face by the Broncos. So I think they might have a 1st and goal. They kind of have to. Don't think they can get another 1st down. Yeah, this should be 1st and goal just inside the 10. All right, clock rolling. Under 5 to go. Down 1. Hand off to Jacobs, but penalty early. Jacobs pushes it into the end zone, but I don't know who this penalty is on at 4:47. It was right up the gut, but hold on. Illegal shift. So wipe the touchdown off the board. 1st and goal from, I assume, the 15. Yeah, I figured it was like pre-snap. It had to be. What happened? Musgrave? What was wrong with that? Oh, jeez, Louise. Whatever. BS. All right, is the clock going to start or no? I guess it stopped after the penalty. 1st and goal at the 15. Got Brooks and I think Reed to the near side. Brooks is split out wide, the running back. Quick throw, and Musgrave dropped it. .444, 2nd and goal from the 15. Come on, Musgrave. It hit you in both hands. It was more than knee high. You got to grab that. It's a quick out. Short of the line of scrimmage. Oh, and Love got thrown down late. Where's the flag? Come on. He got tossed, too. It wasn't like a hit and a knockdown. He got swung down. That could have easily been avoided. No freaking call. And another timeout, Green Bay. What the... You know, it's ridiculous that you got to battle the refs and the other team. You know, the Broncos don't need any help. They're a good team. This is ridiculous. Yep. Allen's amazing. I agree. Speaking of the Niners, what just happened? 1st and 10, under a minute and a half to go. Niners at the just inside the 15 of the Titans. No gain, so 2nd and 10. All right, back to this game. 2nd and goal from the 15. Packers have 1 timeout left. 11 on the play clock. Love in shotgun, 3 receivers near side. Back to pass. Looking, rolls to the far sideline. There's a flag, probably holding on the Packers. Thrown out of the back of the end zone, almost intercepted. So unless it's illegal hands to the face, it's probably going to be a hold on the Green Bay. Declined. Rasheed Walker again. Get him off the field. We got to have a better plan at left tackle. He is killing us today. Call it both ways, though. He pretty much tackled him. Looked like Dobbs got held a couple times in the end zone by Surtain. No call. Would be nice to get a call on their frickin' defense. 3rd and goal from the 15 after the decline penalty. 5 on the play clock. 3 receivers, shotgun to the near side. Back to pass towards the end zone. Leaping grab by Jacobs. That's a touchdown. Hell yes, Josh Jacobs. Great throw, great catch into the far, corner of the end zone. And Jacobs gets both feet in. You can stuff that, Denver. Both hands on the back of the defender and out of bounds and held onto it. 1, 2. Yeah, he definitely had 2 feet in. Great concentration to maintain the catch. Oh, no. Zach Tom is hurt. Our right tackle. They might go for 2. I don't know. We'll see what LaFleur does. Oh, no. Oh, no. My gosh. I hope Zach Tom's all right. It's getting thin again on the old line. Hey, Yvonne. Welcome. Hello. Thanks for being here. Oh, man. Hopefully Zach Tom's all right. So we're having trouble at left tackle, and now our right tackle got injured. Fudge. As it stands, catch for 14 yards and a touchdown. 14? It was from the 15-yard line. Whatever. Fine. Doesn't matter. Lions up 17-14 on the Rams. Well, was that game 14-10? Yeah, it was. 5:25 in the second. Panthers Saints 2-minute warning tied at 7. Niners 14, Titans 10, 116, actually 106. 3rd and 11 from the Titan 15. Colts still up 6-3 with the ball. 4:25 to go in the second on the Seahawks. Back to pass. Purdy throws near the first down, but incomplete. Couldn't complete the catch. It was Jennings. 1 minute to go, 4th and 11. Niners likely to send out the field goal unit. Panthers 4th and 3 at the Saints 42. Young rolls to the far numbers, throws a strike wide open at the 30 for the first down to the near numbers and spun down at the 20. Checking in on red zone. Oh, man, I hope Zach Tom's all right. Oh, boy. Zach Tom going to the medical tent. Great. I would assume we're going to kick the extra point, but I don't know for sure. Yep, McManus is out there. Here's the snap. The kick is up, and it is good. And that's the right call. You want to do that in the 4th, go ahead, but take the points early. Packers get back out and answer the Broncos and get back to the 6-point lead. 4:29 to go, second quarter. Denver has 2 timeouts left. Green Bay only 1. Panthers already facing a 3rd down. Colts, Rivers in shotgun at the Seahawks 26, 1st and 10. Handoff to Taylor. He gets it down near the 20. That might take this game to the 2-minute warning in the first half. Yeah, Jacobs was picked up by a linebacker at the 5 and just good catch. Yeah, it looks like I think Jacobs was the first read, to be honest. Caught the Denver Broncos by surprise, I guess. All right, McManus tees it up. Here's the swing of the leg. Kick is in the air. Taken at the 4 on the far numbers. Out to the 20, 25. Finally short of the 30 at about the 28. Finally decent coverage units by the Packers special teams. 1st and 10, Bo Nix and the Denver offense. 4:22. Rams 3rd and 5. Stafford back to pass, looking, keeps it and gets hammered down at the line of scrimmage. Ooh, McMillan with a juggling catch and dropped it. I thought he had it. And the Panthers will line up for a field goal. All right, got to get off the field. We really need a good 3 and out here. Hand off, out of shotgun, run for about 8. 2nd and 2. Not a good start. All right, what are they showing? Yeah, Packers just got out of sorts on that run. Back to pass, Nix throws down the right sideline, wide open and caught by Sutton inside the 25 down to the 22. You have got to be kidding me. Who the heck was supposed to cover Sutton? Wide open. I'm assuming it was Nix. Or Nixon, sorry. Yeah, he got beat. He thought he was doing an out move, and he took it up, and he was beaten badly. McKinney saved the touchdown. 1st and 10 at the 22. Throw caught by who else? Sutton for a gain of 5. 2nd and 5. Come on. What are we doing? Defense. Let's go. How is the play clock still at 25? 3 minutes remaining, first half. Shotgun. Oh my gosh, I thought Valentine was going to pick it. It's caught and taken for the first down. Okay, dude, you were down. What are we talking about? He got up and kept running. Gosh, darn it. I thought Carrington Valentine was going to get a pick 6. He got there a split second too late. That was caught by Troy Franklin for 3 yards in the first down. Oh, he's right. He wasn't down. The officials blew that call. That could have been a touchdown. And the Broncos called timeout, but it's not like you can review this. The play was blown dead. It's not like they can just say touchdown. That was a bad call by the officials. They can't just say touchdown. It was blown dead. You can't just review and say touchdown retroactively. You know, obviously it was a bad call, but there's literally nothing you can do. Yeah, he wasn't down. That could have been a touchdown. 1st and goal from the 7. I mean, jeepers. Handoff up the middle to the 5 and down. And that'll take us down to the 2-minute warning. 2nd and goal from the 5. The Packers defense started out great, but not so great now. Sounds like some good play calling on that Packers drive. Yeah, that throw to Jacobs was phenomenal. I think we finally ran the ball a little. Yeah, Jacobs has a long of 11, 5 for 21 on the ground. You know, he hadn't played since the first drive. You know, they're clearly limiting his snaps to save the knee, especially for Saturday night. Yeah, they mixed it up well, and you know, Jacobs got the one catch, and that was for the touchdown. But yeah, disappointed in this defense though. The last 2 drives, just getting pushed around. It's bad. They need some answers soon. If not, these last 2 minutes after halftime, they got to make some adjustments. You know, decent running attack by the Broncos, 13 for 48. Harvey, 8 for 32. Again, his only mistake was a fumble. Did Rivers just throw a touchdown? I think is he wide? He is so big. This looks like Roethlisberger, like late maybe Roethlisberger now. Oh my goodness. I never would have thought this would happen. Yep, he got a touchdown pass taken in from about the 3-yard line by number 2. He did the old pump. Oh my goodness. Seahawks got to be thinking, what in the world is going on here? Yep. 13-3 Colts, and the extra point. Oh, the extra point does make it 13-3. That's right. They were up 6-3. All right, Packers defense needs some answers. We need a stop here. Up 6, but the Broncos have a 2nd and goal from the 5. Oh, boy. As we get a wide shot of Empower Field and then a zoom in or extreme close-up of Sean Payton. Harvey moving around, now in the backfield. Shotgun back to pass. Nix throws towards the end zone, caught for the touchdown. Oh, it's Lil Jordan Humphrey. Are you kidding me? At 1:56, the game is tied, pending the extra point. Packers offense is going to have to get a touchdown every drive, I guess, because don't know if this defense is going to come up with any more stops the rest of the way. All right, Will Lutz on for the extra point. Snap, hold, kick, up and good, just inside the left upright. 1 point lead for the Broncos. But the Packers have time to get some points before halftime. 1:56 plus the timeout. Oh, man, yeah. Not good on the defense. 7 plays. Do they even have the touchdown up yet? No. Last drive was 14 plays, 70 yards, 5:52 taken off the clock. That was the last touchdown from the Bandy touchdown, 20 yards out on a pass. This one was 9 plays, 72 yards, 2:33 o'clock. So, yeah, defense just getting gashed here late in the first half. They're going to have to make some adjustments coming out of at halftime, coming out for the third quarter. Packers desperately need points here before halftime. Let's see. Did Denver start with the ball? I don't remember. Yes, they fumbled. So the Packers will get the ball to start the second half, but could really use a field goal, if not a touchdown here before half. All right, the Titans have 2 timeouts. Oh, we got extracurriculars. Somebody used a timeout at 19 seconds. Titans did. They got a first down, 1st and 10 at the Niner, 40. Lions up 3 with 36 seconds to go in the second quarter, but they have the ball. They can get more before half. 10-7 Panthers at half in New Orleans over the Saints. Yeah, again, Titans with the ball. Colts up 13-3. Seahawks have a 2nd and 1 at their own 31. Let's see. Yeah, Lions at the 31, already up 3, 1st and 10. They have 1 timeout left. Goff throws towards the end zone, wide open. That's Williams on the catch. Good Lord. Where was the coverage? Jamison Williams for the touchdown. Lions lead 23-14 pending the extra point or two. All right, so the Broncos, Will Lutz has it teed up. He swings the leg, the kick in the air. Back in the end zone. Uh-oh. They have to return. Oh, no, they called a touchback. Oh, my gosh, the Packers got a break. Wait, did they return that? Oh, my gosh. I think they could have downed it. They screwed it up. I don't know what happened. They bobbled it 1 yard deep, and it somehow came out to the one, and I don't think they had to return it, but oh my gosh, the special teams are just awful. I don't know why we pay Rich Versace so much. It hasn't improved at all. I just want like middle of the road competent special teams, like just not worst in the league. Shotgun, 2 receivers each side from their own 14. Back to pass, 4-man rush. Thrown over the middle. High point catch of the ball by Watson out to the 34. 1st and 10. Packers get some breathing room. Out to their own 33. Same formation. 2 receivers each side. Back to pass. Throws wide open, caught near midfield for Musgrave. Be about the Packers 49. And why did the clock stop? What? Oh, personal foul, roughing the passer against the Broncos. Let's go. Tack on 15. Thank you very much. It's about time. I feel like they've gotten away with it. Oh, yeah, and they went for the knee and then hit him in the back. That's a double whammy. Can't do that. Absolutely cannot hit him high and low. You guys can look at the replay all you want. It ain't coming off the board. All right, let's think touchdown, guys. We got plenty of time. In shotgun, 2 receivers each side. He has a back with him. It looks like Wilson. Back to pass. Rushes on. Dumped it off to Fitzpatrick. He gets chopped down at the 33. Short gain. 2nd and probably 7. Yep, 2nd and 7 from the Bronco 33 for the Packers. Shotgun. Handoff to Wilson. He goes nowhere. 3rd and 7. How did they give him a yard? He ran into his own blocker, too. All right, 3rd and 6. Each team has 1 timeout remaining. In shotgun. 2 receivers each side. A back with him in shotgun. Here's the snap. Blitz is on. Quickly thrown. Caught by Dobbs for the 1st down. They're going to have to spike it or burn the timeout with 17 seconds to go. I'm assuming they did use their last timeout, but they did pick up the 1st down, but now the game clock becomes an issue. And they wasted a timeout to avoid a delay of game. And they took another one for some other reason, too. Mims is cleared of concussion, but dealing with a stinger. So he hasn't been returning kicks, but we'll see if he's questionable. I guess he could return. I guess the Packers might take a couple shots at the end zone here. Shotgun, 3-man rush, back to pass, throws, dumps it off. Brooks takes it out of bounds with 10 seconds. Let's see how many yards he picked up. 6, 2nd and 4. Maybe 1 shot at the end zone here. Okay, come on. 22 on the play clock. Let's get in and out of this huddle so we have time at the line. All right. From just outside the 16, 2nd and 4 with 10 seconds, no timeouts for Green Bay. So if they're tackled inbounds, they're going to have to quickly spike it. Back to throw. Takes a shot towards the end zone. Out of the back of the end zone. Incomplete. 5 seconds to go, and they'll probably send McManus out on 3rd and 4. Well, they got one shot at it and couldn't get it dialed up. But McManus can give them the halftime lead. All right. 34-yard attempt. From the near hash mark, snap, hold, kick is up through the uprights and good. 2 seconds to go in the half. Packers take the 2-point lead on yet another Brandon McManus field goal. He has, 3, and they have 1 touchdown. Meanwhile, the Broncos have 2 touchdowns, and the kickoff should end the half. All right, real quick. 7 seconds left. The Rams have a 3rd and 10 at the Detroit 19. Oh no, they got 2 seconds. They're sending out 37-yard field goal. I think that's the thicker kicker. He gets it just inside the left upright, so it's a 7-point Lions lead at half, 24-17. This Packers game was fast for the first quarter, and now they're the last team to go to halftime, it looks like. Kicked into the end zone. They returned it. I'm surprised. Out to the 27. That is your halftime score, and Green Bay will receive the second half kickoff. Packers 16, Broncos 14, and we head to halftime. Started the clock. Let's see. Every game at halftime now. All right. All right. 1 second here. Yep. All right. So Packers receive second half, third quarter kickoff. All right, we'll take a look at that. Well, let's go through the other scores real quick. Lions up 24-17 over the Rams in L.A. Panthers up 10-7 over the Saints in New Orleans. Looks like they're almost ready for the second half. 49ers 17, Titans 10. Colts 13, Seahawks 6. So the Seahawks got a field goal before halftime to only trail 7. Yeah, biggest margin is 7 points in all the games after the Rams pulled back after being down 10 to down 3. All right. Love is 17 of 22, 215 yards and a touchdown. No picks or sacks. Jacobs 5 carries for 21 yards. The Packers have 10 carries for 36 yards. So they haven't really tried to run the ball. Then again, due to Jacobs' knee, Wilson's illness, and Brooks, I think, may have gotten hurt on that 7-yard run, but I guess he was back out there in pass protection, but they haven't tried to run it to him. Reed leads with 4 catches, 54 yards. Musgrave 4 for 52. 4 players with 2 or more catches. 8 players with 1 or more. Bo Nix, 11 of 12, 122 yards, 2 touchdowns, no picks or sacks. Harvey, 8 carries, 32 yards. Denver has 13 for 48. Not much on the ground, really, for either team, but they really both haven't tried to run it much either. Cortland Sutton, 4 catches for 57 yards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 receivers with a catch. Packers got a field goal thanks to a Harvey fumble. Parsons forced it, and Cooper covered it near midfield. That was the first points of the game. And McManus is 3 for 3 from field goals, 53 yards long, an extra point. Lutz has 2 extra points. Crawshaw, 1 punt for 43 yards inside the 20. All right, we'll put up the other scores, I think. Keep an eye on those as Panther Saints is in the halftime or in the second half. I'm going to take a quick break, maybe get some dinner. Here's the timer. Also, here's what's coming up the rest of today and the following 4 days. Thanks for watching. If you please consider hitting like and or subscribe if you didn't already. Thank you if you did. Doing one or both does help with getting the channel recommended to other potential viewers, and this will also help grow the channel, and I thank you all for your support. You are right, Alex. It has been a good game so far. As expected, but sometimes that doesn't pan out. All right, we got 7 likes. All right, thank you. Up to 944 subs. Let's go. Yep, Saints, Panthers, or Panthers, Saints, the only game I think not still at halftime. All right, don't usually do it for football, but we'll queue up a little bit of music here. All right, be right back. Thanks, everybody. All right, we're back. Let's get set up for the third quarter. Yeah, Love most career passing yards in first half. 215. Yeah, that was a monster drive. All right, the kick is in the air. Let's kill the music. Return to the 29 by the Packers at the far numbers. Well, 1st and 10, Green Bay. In their own territory. Whoops, I screwed that up. All right, 14:56 to go. Love back to pass. Going to go deep down the field for Watson. Overshot him. Man, why are we taking a kill shot in the opening play of the third quarter? Jeez. 2nd and 10. Come on. Whoops. Yeah, well, big rivalry game with Perna. Hopefully Watson's all right. He's on the sideline now. Great. 2nd and 10. In shotgun. Wicks in motion. Back to pass. Quick dump off to Musgrave. He moves forward to the 35 for about a gain of 6. It'll be 3rd and 4 coming up. Packers go quick. 3rd and 4. They're at the line, calling the play. 2 receivers each side. I think Jacobs is the deep back. From their own 35. 3rd and 4. Shotgun back to pass. 4-man rush. Launches down the sideline. Oh, knocked away at the last second by... Well, flag on the play. What's the call? 14:07. Looked like a good... Riley Moss on DPI. I thought it was a good deflected pass. Let's see what the call was. Yeah, he was kind of... I don't know about that. The Packers will take it. He grabbed Golden's right arm, though. Maybe you call that holding instead of DPI. I'm not sure. But there's the call. Packers will take a 1st and 10 in 8th pass interference, most in the NFL. At the Bronco 40. Handoff, Jacobs up the middle to the near numbers. 25, 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown. Josh Jacobs. There's the way you start the second half. It's about frickin' time. No flags. 13:59. And the Packers extend the lead to 8. Great run by Jacobs from the near hash mark. He popped it to the outside numbers. And then good downfield blocking by Bo Melton and I think Dobbs. And he got it just inside the pylon. 13th rushing TD for Jacobs. Tied, for second. Extra point up and good by McManus. And it's 23-14. They took a minute and 1 off the clock. The only negative thing you could say there. But we'll take it. And the 9-point lead, that's what they needed to do. Yes, thank you, Rhonda. Appreciate it. And hello, Rhonda. Thanks. Alex, hello. Thanks. Yvonne, hello. Thanks. Taylor, sorry, I didn't realize. I think I highlighted your comment. Just didn't acknowledge. And Gracie, hello. Thanks. DJ, Just Press, thanks. Seth Messersmith, thanks. Did I miss anybody? Sinbin admin, of course. Thank you. Meow meow. Thanks. All right. I think we're caught up. Wow. They needed that. Jacobs now has 6 carries for 61 yards, a 40-yard touchdown run. Unbelievable. Big DPI on Riley Moss. I mean, again, maybe you just call it holding. I don't know if it's because maybe the ball was in the air. I mean, he grabbed Riley Moss, what's his name? Grabbed the right arm of Golden. So, yes, good job. Yeah, great block by Melton. And I think Dobbs had one to the outside, too. Yeah, it was sweet. All right, I got to get some dinner real quick. Thanks, Sinbin admin. Oh, you know what? I could check the Lions game, too. Hello, number 1 Packers fan. Thanks. I don't know who I want to win this game, honestly, between the Lions and the Rams. Did they miss Nakua wide open? Rams 3rd and 12 at the Lions 26. Empty backfield. Shotgun. Stafford bobbles it back to the 40. Has to dump it off incomplete. I don't know if it was a bad snap or if he took his eye off it. Yeah, Riley Moss. I thought it was Riley Moss. I just couldn't think of his... I crossed myself up. That was a huge DPI. I mean, like I said, he did grab Golden's arm. I missed the snap. All right, so I'm assuming the Rams will have to kick a field goal. Kickoff returned up to the far numbers to the 30. Sorry, just got back. Was checking out the other game. 1st and 10 for the Broncos. Trailing by 9 finally. Oh, we need to do 3rd quarter. There we go. All right, 13:53, 1st and 10 for Bo Nix and company at their own 29 far hash mark. They don't have the line of scrimmage thing out there or the first down. Flushed out of the pocket to the nearest sideline and had to dump it into the sideline incomplete. 2nd and 10. CBS didn't actually have the first down line or the line of scrimmage. Yeah, they're highlighting Melton they're highlighting Dobbs' block on Surtain. I thought Melton's block was equally important though. All right. 2nd and 10. Delayed handoff. Harvey to the far numbers. Tackled down after a half a yard gain by Rashawn Gary. So probably, they'll say 3rd and 9, even though he got like a foot or maybe 2 feet. Great ankle tackle by Gary. Hadn't called his name all game other than he got held when Parsons got held. Third and 9. Maybe the Packers could get a stop here at the 30. Half shotgun back to pass. No rush hold, obviously, but not going to be called. Parsons chasing him. Trying to say Michael Parsons, and it came up Marsons. Apologies. Incomplete to the far numbers. And 13:03 to go in the 3rd quarter, and the Broncos have 4th and 9. Well covered by Valentine. Parsons was getting double teamed. He outran. All right, they send the punting unit onto the field. Good start for the Packers in the second half. Snap, moves forward, kick in the air. And fair caught at the 19 by Romeo Dobbs with 12:55 to go. Third quarter. 1st and 10, Packers. 12:55 in the third. About time. Go Rams. Yeah, I don't know. Romo tried saying that hold against Golden. Against Golden by Moss. Didn't affect anything. What are you supposed to do? Make a one-armed catch? What a freaking moron. I know Watson got held, and that was a huge call in that game. I can't remember if we won it, but yeah, I guess you're just supposed to make a one-armed catch. You got to call that. I don't know if it should have been holding. Either way, it's a first down. They got more yardage, but I guess it's was the ball in the. Yeah, exactly. It was a good call. Yeah, I guess. Yep, Rivers is playing well. You saw, well, yeah. Yeah, we'll check the scoreboard. 13-9. Seahawks have gotten a field goal every quarter. They're down 4. Niners up 24-10. And they have the ball in Tennessee territory. Panthers up 7 on the Saints, 17-10. 156 in the third. Lions have the ball. They're up 24-10. So Rams got another field goal. They were down. Yeah, they were down 24-14. They got a field goal before the half and sometime in the third. Yeah, that was huge. That was huge. Hopefully we can get the... Pardon me. Trying to get dinner here. Sorry about that. Hopefully we can get the ground game going. You know, yeah, Jacob's snaps are limited. Wilson's battling an illness. Brooks got shaken up, but I think he's been, back in the game, at least on Pass Pro. Go Rams. I didn't realize you put the sheep thing up there. All right, good start to the second half. Packers need to keep it up, though. Don't keep all gas, no brake, please. From their own 19. Fake the handoff, back to pass. Throws down the field. Oh, and intercepted by Surtain. And, whoever was making the catch is injured. He wasn't down by contact? Oh, Watson hurt his left shoulder. Fudge. Oh, man. What are we doing? Taking the kill shot. If ever there was a time to grind the clock, should have been DPI on Surtain, by the way. He is down by contact, but he grabbed Watson's right arm and then stepped in front. So he slowed him down and then made the pick. That's either holding or DPI. That's got to be DPI. I mean, come on. You can't grab the guy's arm with both hands. I think it's his left shoulder. And Love took a late shot. Oh, man. So it'll be Denver ball. Believe they was down by contact. They better not allow that return. Oh, man. Okay, they're at their own 28, so they didn't allow the return. Oh, man. Oh, man. Rivers just missed what could have been an easy touchdown. He threw one short. Had a receiver wide open. Yeah, Rivers just missed what could have been a touchdown. The AFC stinks. If Buffalo doesn't... Oh, man. I hope this isn't a serious injury for Christian Watson. The offense is much better with him on the field. It did not look good, though. Yeah, I guess so. Thanks. If I don't get a chance, I'll just eat them after the game. Thanks. Still at commercial, too. Oh, man. Hey, Taylor. Hope you're doing well. Your Lions up 24-20. His left shoulder. They're showing the replay, and they missed the snap. Unbelievable. Nice job, CBS. Why is NFL.com so far behind on the play-by-play? All right, 2nd and 7 after a short 3-yard gain. Back to pass. Nix under pressure, rolls to the near side, rolls back to the far side, gets around the end, throws down the field, caught wide open. Who else? Lil Jordan Humphrey. I mean, come on. Guy, making this guy look like an all-pro is just insane. Parsons held again. I mean, you could say that every down. I know. Williams couldn't even bring him down either. 1st and 10 at the Packers 46. Packers up 9, but a big pick. Under pressure, Nix rolls to the near numbers, and he'll chuck it and caught at the 30. Unbelievable. Nixon gets the tackle. Franklin on the catch. Can you guys, like, keep your coverage? Yeah, Watson heading to the locker room. Looked like Nix was going to throw it away, and then he hit Franklin, who was covered by Bullard, and went right over Walker. 1st and 10 at the Green Bay 29. Toss, run to the near sideline. Out of bounds after about a gain of 4. 2nd and 6. So you take a deep shot when you really should, grind the clock, since your defense got gashed for 2 second quarter lengthy drives for touchdowns, and you're up 9. But no, go for the kill shot, LaFleur. And get your, injuries happen, but they called it a gain of 3. 2nd and 7. Nick's shotgun throw to the far sideline, caught for the first down at the 16. Packers little resistance here on this drive. Caught by Mims, so Mims is okay, I guess, after that early injury. Thank you. At the 16 or 17, handoff. That's Harvey. He gets 2 yards, 2nd and 8. I didn't remember to check if Zach Tom was back at right tackle after that injury. 9.5 to go in the third quarter. Nixon shotgun. 2 receivers to the far side. Back to pass. Throws to the right corner. Leaping catch. They call it a touchdown. Unbelievable. So they get an interception. They get 6 points off of it. Now we're back. Game on again. If you wouldn't have gone for the damn kill shot and worked a little time off the clock, but nope. Nixon gets burned at the line of scrimmage. Diving catch by Sutton. Had a foot and a knee in for the touchdown. And on for the extra point. It's up and good. 23-21. Back to a 2-point game. After being up 9, I just fixed the timeouts because I had forgotten. Oh, man. I mean, I didn't think it was over when they were up 9, but sure would have liked to not thrown that long interception. Lions still up 24-20 in Los Angeles over the Rams. Rams have the ball. 2nd and 10 at their own 25. Shotgun. Is that another bad snap? Yeah, that was. It was high. Rams struggling with the snaps. 3rd and short after a lucky pickup on the run. Yeah, I don't know if they have an injured center or something, but they are struggling with just snapping the ball. Yeah, that was high and to his left side. A great stop, actually, by Stafford. That avoided a disaster. All right, I'm going to get back so I don't miss a play or the kickoff again. End of the third, 17-10 Panthers over the Saints. Fishing up a storm. Hello. Hope you're doing well. Thanks for chatting and checking in. Thank you. Niners 24-10, 4:18 in the third. 1st and goal at the Tennessee 7. Looks like Devontae Adams just converted that first down. Colts 13-9. They have the ball. 5:44 in the third. I think we went through the other games. So the Rams continue their drive at their own 47. Whoops, I guess I screwed up the time. 9:07 to go. Pardon me. In the third. All right. Well, nobody said this would be easy. Up 2. Lots of time in the third quarter. Yeah, this game is slow, I think, compared to the other games. Yep. Injuries. Penalties, I'd say. Can't really say incomplete passes because... All right. Kick taken at the 5, returned between the far numbers and far hash, taken down at about the 32. Decent return, I think, by Wilson, the running back. 9:02. All right, Packers ball. Let's not take any more kill shots if we could. We just lost Watson. He's probably done for the day. He headed to the locker room. First and 10. Musgrave in motion to the near side. 2 receivers to the near side. Looks like Jacobs is the deep back. Handoff met in the backfield and loss of 2 or 3. 2nd and 12 at least. That play was blown up and not blocked at all. Yeah, the offenses moved the ball well. They, other than that opening drive after the fumble, but they still got a field goal out of it. But that pick on one play last drive. It's a loss of 3, actually. 2nd and 13. 1 second on the play clock, and Rasheed Walker false started. Oh, they need a different left tackle. Rasheed is killing them today. 2nd and 18. That's his 4th penalty accepted, I think. Couple false starts, a holding, and an ineligible man downfield, I think. Clock rolling at 8:13. Packers offense going backwards. Oh, wow. Did the Rams just get a touchdown by Higbee? 3 receivers to the near side, 2 to the far side, in shotgun, empty backfield, 5-man rush, I think, caught for short gain to Jacobs. That's going to be 3rd and long. Was that? No, they gave him 6, 3rd and 12. Didn't look like 6 yards. All right, 3rd and long at their own 29. Golden in motion to the far side. Back to pass. Pressure's on. Love steps up. Takes it himself to the 40. 45. Stumbles across the 50 and a 1st down. No flags. Wow. Man, the Packers needed that. Holy cow. 1st and 10 in Bronco territory. Yep, Higbee's touchdown stands. The Rams lead by 2 pending the extra point. Good block by Musgrave to help spring that. And Surtain dived and missed the tackle. 1st and 10 at the Bronco 47. Shotgun, back to pass, 4-man rush, throw to the left side, leaping. Oh my gosh. Leaping attempt by Musgrave is broken up and nearly intercepted. And 2nd and 10 coming up. Musgrave had to stop his route, got run into. Normally that's an automatic DPI. But no call. And I'm not saying it should be, but just the way refs normally ref the game, that's usually a easy DPI. But handoff to Jacobs goes nowhere. Why are we wasting these? You can pass. You just don't need to take the kill shot. Passing game's been open all game. I mean, I know I don't want them to abandon the run, but the time to jam the run was when you were up 9 on the last drive. Instead of that, pick. 3rd and 10. 5:50 in the 3rd. Just inside Broncos territory. Reed in motion to the far side. Shotgun. 5-man rush. Love is sacked. 4th and long. Fudge. Now all the momentum is in the favor of the Broncos. I was just guessing 4th and 20, and it ends up being right. Okay. Yeah, I don't think Zach Tom is out there. It didn't look like. So we've got a backup right tackle. Not like anybody blocked on that play. So Dan Whelan heads out to the field for the first time today. And they did put Mims back there. There's the snap. The kick is in the air. He gets out of the way, and Whelan boots it into the end zone. With 4:51 to go in the third and a late flag. Isaiah McDuffie, guilty of a hold. Haven't called his name all day, and then a bad thing on a penalty. So the Broncos will have great field position, presumably because of the hold, after a timeout. 1st and 10. All right, well, Rams up 27-24. 2:26 in the third. In New Orleans, Panthers up 17-10, 11:47 to go. They have a 4th and 1 at the Saints 35. In Santa Clara, the Niners are all over the Titans 31-10. So that game was, what, 14-10? I think that's the last time it was close. Colts still hanging on in late in the third quarter in Seattle. Seahawks have a 3rd and 3 at the Colt 46, trailing by 4, 13-9. Phillip Rivers with a touchdown pass. Oh, here's a 3rd and 3 actually for the Seahawks. Yeah. On red zone. Dalton back to pass, throws over the middle, caught. JSN all the way to the 20. Inside the 20, 1st and 10. And the Panthers fail on 4th and 1. Saints get the ball back, down by 7 with 10:56 to go. Big stop by the Saints defense. All right. Yep, Denver gets it at the 30. A touchback on the punt by Whelan, and then a holding call pushes it out to the 30. Awesome. Just awesome. So they got what, net, because of the penalty. Well, it was only going to be a net of, what, 29? It ends up being a net of 19 probably because of the penalty. Awesome. All right. Yeah, special teams continues to kill them. Rasheed Walker on the old line is killing them. Defense can't seem to stop the passing game. Handoff and tackled for a loss. Blown up by Cooper from the right edge. What a play. 2nd and long. I think it's going to be a 4-yard loss if they spot it correctly, as they show the Higbee touchdown. And the Lions have to kick the ball away or punt it away. They gave him a loss at 3. 2nd and 13. Come on, defense. Need another stop. Be nice if we got a turnover. Maybe it's a tip ball by Nix and we get a pick. Rushes on to the near sideline. Thrown. Oh, and McKinney dropped a pick. He absolutely had it on the sideline and dropped it. 3rd and 13 at 4:07. Good coverage, good pass rush. LVN was actually out there, hadn't called his name all day. McKinney stepped in front of it, but it hit his right hand. I mean, it was like knee high or lower, so it would have been a tough catch. But all right, 3rd and 13, you got to stop him, and you can't give up 10 yards and give them a chance on 4th down either. Shotgun, back to pass. Nix with time. Dumps it off over the middle. And, gave up at least 12 of the 13 yards, depending on the spot. They actually call it short, which I'm a little... Now what? They don't even know where to spot it. They're probably just going to mark it for a 1st down. Looked like he was clearly down short, but who knows with this crew. They've screwed the Packers on some spots. It is 4th and 1, and the Broncos, as of now, are staying on the field to go for it. Yeah, go ahead and challenge the spot. You're not going to win it, Peyton. 12 on the play clock, 4th and 1 at the 39.5. They need to get to the 40. And timeout Green Bay. Are you really? Why are we taking a timeout there? Play clock was down to 5. Let them. I'm wondering if LaFleur is challenging the spot. Interesting. Denver's got the 1 seed, win or lose, regardless of this outcome here. Huh. Parsons is not out there. He was getting oxygen. I mean, I get it in Mile High. All right, 4th and 1. They're still going for it. And Nick sneaks it. It's close, but he probably will get it. Yep, they gave it to him. I don't know why the Packers used a timeout there. That is a wasted timeout. That timeout could come back to bite them. 16-13, first downs, Packers. Broncos ball, only down 2, though. Late in the third, and they're at their own 40.5-yard line. Under center, Nix. Fakes the handoff to Harvey. Rolls, throws, long, down the field. Nearly intercepted by McKinney just in front of Mims. Good play. Otherwise, that's a touchdown. As the Broncos take their deep shot. Or their kill shot. Well, in this case, it'd be a deep shot. I thought McKinney was going to get the pick. He had both hands on it. Mims actually got one hand on it after the deflection. I don't know if Nixon was supposed to stay with him or what, but McKinney playing center field saved a touchdown. Ball underthrown by Nix, otherwise that's a walk-in touchdown. 2nd and 10. Franklin out to the far side. Fakes the handoff to Harvey. Looking again. Throws down the sideline. Caught for the first down. Franklin inside Packer territory. 2:22 in the third quarter. Valentine beaten on the stop route. McDuffie on the tackle. Coming up on 2 minutes remaining in the third. At the Packer 43. Handoff to Harvey. Up the near numbers. Down to the 35. Gain of 8. 2nd and 2 coming up. All right, under a minute and a half to go, third quarter, 2nd and 2. Nick's under center, hand off to the deep back Harvey. He's got the first down inside the 30. Taken down, at the 29. Oh, great. And Walker is slow to get up. He's going to have to... Yep, they blew the whistle. So he's going to have to leave for a play. Hopefully he's all right. 1st and 10, Denver. All right, keep them out of the dang end zone, please. All right, Walker heads to the sideline. Quay Walker, sorry. I don't think Zach Tom has returned, the right tackle for the Packers. Yeah, Harvey wasn't exactly down. Walker tackled him onto himself. But they blew it dead. So Quay Quay Walker has to miss a play. Clock is back in motion. Under a minute remaining. Hopefully he just had the wind knocked out of him. Parsons pressures him, but it's dumped off and Mims gets the catch, spins out of a tackle and gets a first down. What was that garbage tackling, defense? And now Parsons is hurt. He's grabbing his left knee. Awesome. So the injuries continue to rack up for Green Bay, and this looks awful. He's grabbing his left knee. Oh my gosh. Got held, but no call. And he tried to change direction. And yeah, non-contact injury to his left knee. Wow. Well, I think he's done for the day. I hope it's nothing serious. Maybe we'll get lucky and it's a meniscus or something minimal damage as possible. Oh my gosh. It wasn't even fake turf. This is grass. Well, at least I think it's, yeah, it's grass. Oh man. Consecutive plays. They lose Walker and Parsons. Awesome. Whoa, the Rams are up 34-24 now. Weren't they just down 24-20? Yeah, that's right. I knew it was 27. 34-24 at the end of they got 17 points in the third. Lions got 0. Detroit has a 3rd and 7 at their own 38 to start the fourth, down by 10. Oh, now, yeah, the clock is rolling. 7:02 to go. Panthers clinging to a 7-point lead. 4th and 1 for the Saints at the Carolina 23. 31-10 Niners all over the Titans early in the fourth quarter. Seahawks get another field goal. They've had a field goal each quarter and now are down 1 with 12:44 to go. Colts have a 3rd and 8 at their own 37. Ooh. Interesting spot. It looked like the Saints would have picked up this first down, but I'm wondering if they said they fumbled on the play. Now they're discussing it here on Red Zone. Pardon me, just trying to get a little dinner. And Parsons' helmet off, walking to the sideline, but I don't know if that's a good sign or a bad sign because you can walk on, you know what, and I don't even want to talk about it. Fudge. Yeah, his left knee went inside, kind of, buckled on him, trying to make a stop. Good gesture by Surtain. He came out to give Parsons a handshake and wish him well. Looks like a false start on Mike McGlinchey. False started, so 1st and 15 for Denver. 32 seconds to go in the third quarter. Wow. Ten seconds on the play clock. in shotgun. Franklin in motion to the far side. Nix back to pass. Rushes on. He rushed the throw to Ingram and incomplete. 6 seconds to go. Third quarter, 2nd and 15. Didn't see who got up the middle after him. Unblocked was McDuffie. He laid a hit on Nix. 2nd and 15. Excuse me. 9 on the play clock. Nix in shotgun. Franklin in motion again. 2 receivers each side. Back to pass. Throws over the middle towards the end zone. Leaping catch by Franklin for the touchdown to end the third quarter. Well, that's not good. Maybe, I don't know if they go for, they're up 4. Whoops, I forgot to put the points on the board. Actually, no, they're up. Yeah, they're up 4. Let's see. I mean, does 6 do you anything? I think 5 you give up. Yep, I guess they're going for 2 to try to go up 6, I guess. Up 4. All right, maybe the Packers can get a stop here on the 2-point. Last play of the third quarter. Trying to look for Quay. I see LVN out there. Don't know if I see Quay. Under center, Nix tosses to Harvey. LVN was there. They tackle him just short at the 1. Whew, along the sideline. So the Packers get a stop on the 2-point conversion. But they are now down 4 heading to the 4th thanks to Franklin. Man alive. Lil Jordan Humphrey and Franklin are killing them today. Kickoff to start the 4th coming up. That did not look good for Parsons. And who knows? And if Quay's out too, they're really hurting on defense. Offense now. Zach Tom is out at right tackle, so that's not good. All right, let's take a look at the numbers. Nix is 19 of 25, 247 yards passing and 4 touchdowns. Unbelievable. No sacks, no picks, no fumbles. The only fumble was Harvey, forced by Parsons, recovered by Cooper, and it led to the Packers' first field goal. Harvey has 15 carries for 52 yards, so not bad. 21 carries for 70 as a team for Denver. Franklin, 5 for 76 and a touchdown. Sutton, well, I mean, but you expect Sutton. 5 for 71 and a touchdown. Lil Jordan Humphrey, 3 for 42 and a touchdown. He was on the Giants earlier. He was on the Broncos last year. Mims, 3 for 25. And Bandy, 1 for 20 and a touchdown. 7 different receivers have a catch. Ingram, 1 for 12. Batty, 1 for 1. Or Beatty. I think it's Beatty. Love is 19 of 27, 226 yards, a touchdown, and a costly interception. It was basically an arm punt, and Watson injured his left shoulder, and that looked bad. And Love took a sack for 10. Jacobs, 8 carries, 58 yards, and a touchdown, but most of the yardage on that 40-yard touchdown run. So he's had 7 for 18 besides that run. Packers getting close to 97 yards rushing. Thanks a lot. Thanks in most part to also Jordan Love, 3 for 29. Reed, 4 for 54. Musgrave, 4 for 52. Jacobs has the reception, 2 for 19 and a touchdown. I mean the 14-yarder. So the Packers threw a pick, and Denver fumbled. Denver got a touchdown out of it. Packers only got a field goal. 10-point lead for the Rams. 7-point lead for the Panthers. 14-point lead for the Niners. A lot of time to go, but still. 1-point lead for the Colts on the road in Seattle. All right. Will Lutz kicks it, taken in the end zone and downed for a touchback by the Packers. 1st and 10. They need a touchdown. I wouldn't even consider a field goal here. You're not likely to get a stop on defense. Without Parsons and possibly without Quay Walker. So oh boy. Well, it'd be nice to make a comeback and get this win and then see where the injuries lie. In shotgun. Doesn't look like they're going to get help from the Lions with the Rams anymore either. They blew a 10-point lead. Shotgun, handoff to Jacobs up the far hash mark. Ooh, high hit down. And maybe a gain of 8. 2nd and 2 coming up. That looked like, just said high because I was wondering if, it was helmet to shoulder, I guess. I think he had helmet first. Maybe he's not protected by that. Hopefully Josh is all right. He was smiling, but good Lord. All right, Love in shotgun, 3 receivers to the near side. They hand it off to Jacobs. He gets the first down. He pushes to the Packer 49. Looked like it should have been the 50, but another terrible spot by the refs. Jacobs heads to the sideline. Hopefully he's all right. First and 10, Green Bay. 14 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter. Packers did burn a timeout on that 4th and 1 for the Broncos offense. All right, Fitzpatrick went in motion. It's a toss play. Melton end around, upended at the line of scrimmage. Either no gain or a gain of a half a yard. 2nd and long coming up. 13:34 in the fourth. Yeah. I think Wicks maybe missed a block. And Melton got turned head over heels, or heels over head. Yep, 2nd and 10. 251 yards in the first half, 76 for the Packers offense in the second. All right, shotgun, back to pass, throw, caught Wicks for about 5, bringing up 3rd and 5. Under 13 to go now. Up, give him a gain of 6, 3rd and 4. Come on, Packers. Got to convert this. Love changing something under center. 8 seconds on the play clock. Has Wilson with him in the backfield. Back to pass. Looks, lofts it down the right sideline. Caught by Golden at the 20, maybe the 19. First down in the red zone. What a pass and what a catch by Matthew Golden. Fitzpatrick stopped his route. He turned and Golden turned. He had, it was not Surtain in coverage. Yep, he got his elbow and shoulder down after the diving catch. Ooh, low hit too after the throw. McMillan, I think, in coverage. All right, they gave him the 18. 1st and 10. Handoff. Jacobs may have lost a yard. 2nd and 10. We'll see what they call. Right up the gut. And Jones for Denver. Trying to stretch it out. He's heading to the sideline. Number 93 for the Broncos D-line. All right. 2nd and 10. Love under center. 2 receivers each side. He has a deep back. Wicks fakes the handoff. Wicks was briefly in motion. Dump off. Dropped. Tough catch for Fitzpatrick. Stops the clock. 11:02. 3rd and 11 coming up. I guess they said Jacobs did lose a yard on that one. Tough throw and short dump off. Fitzpatrick probably, hit both of his hands. He should have made that catch. That's a drop. 3rd and 11. Big play here. Need a first down. At the Denver 19, 3rd and 11, shotgun, Love back to pass, 4-man rush, dumps it incomplete to Golden at 10:58. 4th and 11, I guess they'll send McManus onto the field. They had 1st and 10 at the Denver 18 and the drive stalls. 2 incompletions and a sandwiched around a -1 rush. Or no, a -1 rush, then 2 incompletions. Oh my gosh! Riley Moss tackled Wicks in the end zone. And no flag? Come on! What snap? Bad snap. Good hold. Kick is up and good through the uprights. Wow. That should have been a DPI. No frickin' call. Packers are back within 1. 10:55 to go. Unbelievable. Wicks gets tackled in the end zone and no call. Totally allowed by Riley Moss for some reason. Oh my gosh. All right. Well, they got points, but they're down 1. Their defense is hobbled. No Quay Walker, probably. Definitely no Micah Parsons. Oh, we didn't get the 4th quarter. Sorry about that. Just that drive. All right. Lions have the ball. 4th and 14 at the Rams. Oh, okay. They're sending out the field goal unit. Kick by Bates is up and just good through next to the right upright, out from 48. And the Seahawks out to attempt their 5th field goal of the game. It's only a 30-yarder. Kick is up and good. Thanks to 5 field goals, they lead by 2 points with 2:27 to go. Phillip Rivers has 2:27, 3 timeouts, and the 2-minute warning to work with. Niners still up 14 over the Titans. Panthers and Saints tied up at 17. 2:29 to go. Big game for the Panthers and, of course, the Buccaneers looking on with interest. 34-27. The Lions were up 24-14. Yeah, the Lions just got a field goal. I guess I kind of want the Lions to help with the seeding, but I don't know. But yeah, Lions' first answer after 20-0 run by the Rams, I think. It was 24-17 at half. Yeah, the Rams got a field goal to cut it to 7 just before half. All right, well, Packers defense needs to stand tall. Special teams need to cover better and pin the Broncos deep. Kick in the air by McManus. 1 hop into the end zone and kneeled down. 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line for Denver Broncos, Bo Nix, and the rest of the offense. Go Niners, go Parsons. Or go Niners, go Panthers. All right. Fake the handoff, back to pass. Gary was in his face. Oh, nearly intercepted. Looks like is that the running back? 12? Harvey dropped it, and he nearly tipped it for a Packers interception. So incomplete, second down. I guess the Packers weren't as close to a pick as I thought. Gary shoved Nix down late. I'm a little surprised that wasn't called, and the Packers are catch a break. That wasn't called. 2nd and 10, shotgun, 4-man rush. Throws over the middle, wide open at midfield. First down, Cortland Sutton. Pack L, go Broncos. Hello, Sammy. Let's go Pack. Yep. At the Packer 49, 1st and 10, 10-18 to go. Back to pass. Gary gets held, caught at the 40. They'll probably give Franklin the first down. The way these guys have been spotting the ball. Got to keep him out of the end zone. I guess it could be 2nd and 1. Yep, 2nd and 1. Handoff goes nowhere. Tackled in the backfield. A loss of at least 1. It's going to be 3rd and 2 at least. Packers stuffed that run by man, why am I blanking? RJ Harvey. Knew his game the whole day, and then the last 2 plays, I can't remember. Lost to 2, 3rd and 3. Come on, defense. Gotta get a stop. Right here, this play and the next play. From the 40, like 1.5, it's really 3rd and 2.5. Shotgun, back to pass. Throws down the left sideline. Diving catch broken up by Xavier McKinney. 4th and 3 at 9:03 and decision time for the Broncos. It's really 2.5. McKinney broke it up. They were going for Cortland Sutton, and he timed it just right. Sutton had a hand on it. Actually, I think he had already dropped it. He only had his right hand on it. All right, 9:03 to go, 4th and 3. And the Broncos take a timeout. Both teams with 2 remaining. Put hands of Nix first down. Okay. Well, they still have a chance. I mean, they got the Bears Saturday. Down 1, but 4th and 3 for Denver. 9:03 to go. I mean, even if they fall short, still been a good season, but man, these injuries could catch up to them. This could be a devastating loss for more reasons than just losing a football game. But both teams 1 for 1 on 4th down. Packers have to get a stop here. Shotgun, back to pass. Pressure on. Throws down the sideline. Caught by Sutton. First down. Who was in coverage? Sutton's killing him. Valentine beaten, but you know, you expect Sutton to beat you, but like Lil Jordan Humphrey, I mean, come on. That's okay. Life moves on. 1st and 10 at the 15. Now what? Oh, the Packers might be challenging this. Wait, hold on. All right, Packers are challenging. Oh, boy. What do they think happened here? 1, 2. That's a catch. I don't know what the Packers thought they could get here. It was called a catch on the field. I don't think they're going to overrule this. It'll be 1st and 10 at the Packers 15 after a gain of 26. So just go ahead and take the timeout away from the Packers. I don't think this is going to be flipped. This was a desperation move by LaFleur. Panthers Saints 17 all, 2:17 to go in the fourth, and the Rams just got a touchdown. Well, thanks for nothing there. Lions, not that I really thought they were going to beat the Rams, but I don't know. Seeding wise, I guess it would have helped. Niners should win. They got 6:55 go. They're up 17. Be interesting to see what's going on in Seattle. Colts have a 3rd and 7 at the Seahawk 46. 1:01 to go. It still says Colts have all 3 timeouts. Seahawks have 1. Rivers trying to do an audible. Shotgun. Hands it off on 3rd down. Maybe they're going to go for it on 4th. Because I think they're out of field goal range. $52 seconds to go. Thanks, Rhonda. Bo Nix MVP. What planet is that statement true? Not going to happen. Yeah, they got a 4th and 3 with 52 seconds. They're going to send the field goal kicker out there. LaFleur was trying to say that Sutton juggled it, but I don't think he's going to win. Yep, the ruling stands. I knew it would. We can check the box in a minute. Yep, overruled as I knew they would. The Packers are down to 1 timeout, too, because of it. And it was a dumb challenge. That timeout might come in handy. The timeout they wasted on 4th down might come in handy. Nix rolls out, throws late, over the middle, nearly intercepted. What did they call? Incomplete. It was like a bobbled catch. I thought the Packers might grab it. Very dangerous throw by Nix. Holy crap, the Colts made that field goal. Oh my gosh. That was a long field goal. Under a minute. Wow, just over the middle bar. All right, 2nd and 10. Handoff up the middle. Harvey plows forward. Anytime they want to blow this dead. I know they never want to do this, but kind of hard to talk about player safety when you allow plays like these to continue. So 3rd and short coming up for the Broncos. 3rd and 3. I didn't think. I thought it was 3rd and 2. We'll see. Yeah, 46 seconds to go, I think, in that game. 3rd and 3 for the Broncos at the Packers. Oh, the Packers were offsides. Incomplete in the end zone, but the Packers were offsides. They had a late sub getting in. So this will be a 1st down and goal, I believe. That was awful. And the Packers have an injured defender on the sideline. At least I thought there was a penalty. The Packers were offsides. They had a late sub who was in the backfield. Yeah, the flag's on the play. I don't know why CBS didn't put their flag graphic up. And great, that's an injury to 21 on the Packers. Shouldn't even have bothered. Go with frickin' 10. So 1st and goal. Just don't even bother to come on the field. An automatic frickin' 1st down. Actually, we had too many men on the field. They should have called that. That should have been the call, not offsides. Too many men on the field. Take your pick. It's a 1st and goal. And I've forgotten who 21 is that got injured for the Packers. Well, this is bad. Touchdown would put them up 8, and then they could just kick it and be up 9. Toss to Harvey, touchdown. That's the game. Packers have 1 timeout. If they had 3 timeouts, they might have a chance. Their defense can't catch a cold right now. Oh, okay, wait. They're up 7. Yeah, but if they... Okay. All right, maybe they go for 2 to go up 9. Never mind. Yep, that's a touchdown. Yep, they are kicking the extra point to go up 8. Snap, hold, kick by Lutz is right up through the middle and good. Yeah, the Packers are down 8. And 1 timeout left plus the 2-minute warning. And down, I don't know. All right, they're down 1 possession, but they're going to have to get a touchdown and a 2-point conversion on this drive or the game for sure will be over. Again, they're still sitting well. They got the Bears on the road. I think they got the Ravens at home. How long was that field goal? 60 by the Colts? Seahawks have a 56-yarder with 22 seconds. Snap, hold, kick, up, and good. Unbelievable. 18-16 with Seahawks. $18 seconds to go. Again, what planet would that statement be? Yes, there was a flag. It was offsides. They're playing terrible. Well, I thought they were going to go for 2. I thought they were already up 8. I had the math wrong in my head. That's why I said it. It's still pretty bleak. Taken at the 8, up the far numbers. Is that Melton? No, that's Williams. Out to the 34. It's a pretty good return. 7:21 to go. Got to have a touchdown and a 2-point conversion on this drive or it's over. So thanks to 6 field goals by the Seahawks at home in Seattle, they're probably going to spoil the return of Phillip Rivers. He's got 18 seconds to go, so that's not going to be a lot. All right, Love in shotgun, 3 receivers to the near side, Wicks in motion to the far side, Dobbs to the far side, handoff to Jacobs, gets maybe 2. All right, now's not the time to stick to the run, LaFleur. I don't know what to tell you. With 1 timeout, you're going to have to get it going. I don't think we can grind out 7 minutes of clock and send it to overtime. And I wouldn't trust overtime either, but we need to get down there and score. Defense clearly struggling with, and they were even with Quay Walker and Micah Parsons out there. In shotgun, 2nd and 8. Back to pass. Love looking. Throws over the middle. Tipped and intercepted. Wicks should have caught it. Broncos have it. They're not saying. Are they saying he's down or what? They've blown it dead. Not Love's fault. Wicks dropped it. And that'll be the game now. Any type of score and any type of clock burn, and that'll do it. Frickin' Wicks. Didn't do crap all game. That may have been on Love. Frickin' Riley Moss with a pick. Did he touch? Yeah, he got tripped by Wicks. He's down. That ball was a little bit behind Wicks. That might be more on Love. Wicks has got to catch it, but Love could have thrown a better ball, too. Second career interception. First this season for Moss. Handoff. Harvey, 2 yards. Maybe 3. Probably 3 the way they spot the ball. 2nd and 7. 6:20 to go. Nope, 2nd and 8. What's going on in these other games? So, let's see. One game's final. Yep, Seahawks beat the Colts. 6 field goals, 3 of them in the fourth quarter to win 18-16. Rivers did all he could. And either delay a game or a timeout by the Broncos with 5:47. Dumb challenge by LaFleur. I don't know why you bothered. There was nothing there. And dumb timeout to take on a 4th and 1. That's why this game is pretty much over. If they had 3 timeouts, they might have a shot. But without these timeouts, they're screwed. Ball was behind him, but Wicks has got to make that catch. You know, maybe Love needs to put a better ball out there, but so it looks like the Lions kicked a field goal and they're back down 7. Panthers, Saints, still a little bit of time left. Titans making it look more respectable. Nix rolls out. Enagbare chases him. Nearly intercepted by Carrington Valentine. You got to come up with that. If we have any chance of winning, you guys got to hang on to these damn interceptions. Or I shouldn't say winning. Any chance of tying this up and getting it to overtime, you guys got to hang on to the ball. Uh-oh, what happened in the Saints game? Looks like they're out of timeouts, but there might be a personal foul on the Panthers. Carrington's hit him in the hands. He's got to catch that for the pick. Nix to the near side, caught. I thought it was a fumble. It was his helmet, somebody else's helmet. He probably would have been down even if it had been a fumble, but it was a guy's helmet. Completely got tossed off. 4th and 3 after the short pass to the near side. Each team down to 1 timeout. 14 on the play clock. I wonder if Denver's just going to take the delay a game. So they're in no hurry. Are they going to burn their last timeout? They did. Denver's out of timeouts with 5:04. All right, 4th and 3, 5:04. I mean, they're going to at least be out there and try to draw them off sides. They could still take the delay game, but They might just line up and go for it. Distinct possibility. It looks like the Saints might get a... No. 9 seconds to go. Why aren't the Saints kicking the field goal? They just threw it incomplete out of bounds. I don't know why they bothered. Trying to run out the clock, I guess. Nick's back to throw. Steps up in the pocket. Throws down the field. Knocked incomplete. Packers take over the ball at 4:59. What are you doing? Oh, my gosh. I don't want to hear about him being a great play caller. What an bad ball inside to Mims. And Cooper breaks it up, a linebacker in coverage. So the Packers still have life back in them. The defense gets a stop. Unbelievable. I don't know what Sean Payton is thinking there. Wow. From their own 45, 4:59 and a timeout and the 2-minute warning. Back to pass, pressure on. He has to dump it off, incomplete, out of bounds. Zero blocking on that. Love had no time. It was a jailbreak at the offensive line. They're missing Zach Tom. That was the right tackle that got beat first. Not that everybody else didn't. But Zach Tom got beat. Sammy, are you a Broncos fan? You're saying we? Shotgun, back to pass. 4-man rush, throws, dumps off to Reed for a short gain, broke a tackle, but then an even shorter gain, out of bounds. So the clock should stop at 4:46, but... Oh, yeah, I forgot on the incompletion. That's a gain of 1, 3rd and 9. Yep. My bad. 5 of 10 today on third down. Did the Saints get a field goal? Looks like the Saints did. 3rd and 9. Shotgun, back to pass. 4-man rush. Throws, left sideline. Caught near the out of bounds and out of bounds. Matthew Golden, 1st and 10. Green Bay Packers. But the best they can do is tie on this drive. They cannot take the lead. Oh my gosh, this is terrible camera coverage by CBS. 11 on the play clock, 3 receivers to the near side, 1 to the far side. He's got a back with him. I think it's Brooks. He hands it off. Brooks gets a gain of maybe 3 to the 41. Anytime they want to blow the whistle, 2nd and... Oh, they gave him a gain. Yeah, of course they gave him a gain at 2 because they've been marking him short all game. 2nd and 8. Number 0 heading to the sideline for the Broncos. Saints are up. Yeah, all that's left is the kickoff. Well, they kicked it out of the end zone. Panthers will have 1 play with 2 seconds. 2nd and 8. Shotgun, back to pass. Love, under pressure. He's sacked at the 50. 3rd and forever. 3rd and about 17. No, actually, it might be 18. Gosh darn it. Yep, right tackle got beat. Forced him up in the pocket, and the rush up the middle hit home. All right, well, now they say 3rd and 16. That's fine. You guys can root for the Broncos. It doesn't faze me. Back to pass. Looking. Caught. Fitzpatrick gets, I don't know, maybe 5. It's going to be 4th and long. 4th and 10. I have no idea what you got to go for it. Time is a wasting. 4th and 10. Yeah, okay, James and Sammy, you can root for the Broncos. You're not going to hear me say no. 4th and 10. Love and shotgun. 2 receivers each side. Back to pass. 4-man rush. And he gets sacked. That's the game. Broncos take over at 2:28. That'll be your game. All right. So what else happened? So we got Seahawks winning by 2 over the Colts. Saints by 3 over the Panthers. Wait, we got a Niners final, right? Where the there it is. Niners 37 to 24 over the Titans. Rams 41 to 34 over the Lions. Still time in that game. Again, it's not a critical loss for the Packers. The more important thing is all the injuries they've incurred in this game. That's what's going to kill them. Looks like the Packers did use their final timeout. Neither team has any left. Short gain on the ground for the Broncos. Yeah. Wait, Romo lost? What? All right, 2nd and 8. Packers use their last timeout. Only thing can stop it is the 2-minute warning. 1 first down, game is over. I mean, it pretty much is now. Anyways, Packers can't get any pass protection. Nick's on a keeper to the far sideline, falls forward to the 40. That'll take us to the 2-minute warning. It'll be a 3rd and short. 3rd and 4 after a gain of 4. Oh, Romo is lost. Oh, seriously? Yeah, I mean, I thought for a split second, then I'm like, it's under 3, and they have 1 timeout. They have to go. Yeah. You're right. Okay, I get you what you're saying, Taylor. Thanks. All right. Well, in theory, they could get something here. Let's flip over to Lions Rams. Looks like Rams just punted it into the end zone. Lions are out of timeout. They only have 13 seconds to go, and they got 80 yards. So, yeah. That game's probably over, barring a miracle. But, you never say never. Yeah, again, I knew the Broncos are going to be tough. I knew they had to play their best game. They clearly didn't. Broncos, take nothing away from the Broncos. I'm more concerned with the injuries. Obviously, Micah Parsons' left knee is of the utmost concern. But, Quay Walker was injured too. And Zach Tom was injured too. So 3 huge injuries. Obviously, nothing bigger than Parsons, because without him, that their defense is screwed. Pass and a hook and lateral. Lions only have 6 seconds to work with. They're going to be lucky to get the snap off. If the stupid refs got in the way. They couldn't even snap the ball before 1 second. I understand the Lions got to be frustrated, but they still had like 55 yards to go. Rams clinched a playoff berth, and obviously Broncos pick up a first down, and they get a playoff berth. First pick by Love was his fault. Kill shot trying to go to... Oh, yeah, and I forgot about Christian Watson. So 2 big injuries on offense, 2 big injuries on defense. Nothing bigger than Parsons' left knee and Watson's left shoulder. And Zach Tom. All right, let's close up red zone because that's over. All right, receiver in motion, Mims. Nix rolls out and avoids a sack, continues the play and nearly dives for the first down. You know what? That ball is loose. He wasn't touched. This should be a fumble. They're saying 4th down. Nobody touched him. The ground can cause a fumble. This is BS. They got to review this. I don't think he was touched. The ground can absolutely cause a fumble if you're not touched. This should be Packers ball. That play should have continued. I don't think the Packers touched him. They're not even reviewing this. You got to be kidding me. And they stop him on 4th down. Somehow this game is still going because Sean Payton is a flippin' moron. You know, the Broncos may go to the postseason, but boy, oh boy, they got one of the worst head coaches and play callers in the whole league. Holy crap. They went into T formation and handed it to 46 instead of R.J. Harvey, who's been carving up the Packers all frickin' day. Wow. You got to wonder what in the hell Sean Payton is on. He is a terrible play caller. You think LaFleur's bad. Packers have a chance. 107 to go. Unbelievable. Turnover on downs. 1st and 10 Packers. At their own 38. This has been wild. That should have been a fumble, though, on 3rd down. Should have been Packer ball. Oh. Love had Brooks wide open and overshot him. Incomplete. 2nd and down. Right up the hash mark. Oh, nice coverage here. Just threw it behind him. Unless he got hit. No. Oh, he took a late shot to the back. No call again. 2nd and 10. Unbelievable, the reffing. That should be on the Broncos. They were the ones that jumped. This is not a false start when the Broncos were offside. This should not be a false start. You got to be kidding me. The Broncos were over the line of scrimmage. Well, it wasn't the guy right up against him. It was a guy on the far edge. Strange reffing, strange play calling going on here. Wow. All right, 2nd and 15. In shotgun, 3 receivers to the far side. Empty backfield. Back to pass, 4-man rush to the near sideline. Throws late, incomplete to Reed. Diving attempt made, 3rd and 15. And Reed is either disappointed at himself or he's shaken up as well. Neither would surprise me at this point. And Love takes another shot after the pass. Yep, pass was short of Reed. Diving catch made, attempt, but diving attempt made. Yep, and Reed is shaken up, grabbing at his left knee. Awesome. 3rd and 15. You've got to be kidding me. Melton in motion. Back to pass. Love steps up. Throws. Incomplete. Melton was the intended target. 4th and 15. Yeah, I agree. But if you saw on the live, though, a guy on the right edge was in the backfield. Like, I couldn't tell which happened first. I mean, I get it. It ended up being a false start, but I would have been curious to see if Belton jumped because the guy on the right edge was in the backfield. But I probably am wrong, so... 4th and 15, one more chance. Love launches it, incomplete. Good God. Like, why? You guys had so many chances to win this game, and you just laid over and played dead for Denver. Screw the Broncos. Probably lose in the first round. Hopefully the Texans beat them. They'll probably... I don't want the Patriots or the Broncos. I'd rather the Bills finally do something. Hard for me to root for the Chargers because of what's his name, but the coach. Whatever. This is the last game of the night. We will have Kraken... Sabres Kraken, that's it. One kneel down should do it. Wow, they don't even show the clock tick down. They're already plugging 60 minutes. Thanks, Yvonne. Oh, second kneel down. I didn't realize they were going to have to kneel a second time. Wouldn't know by CBS's coverage. It doesn't matter. Frustrating game. Again, not so upset by the loss. Very upset by all the injuries, though. Oh, for sure. For sure. Yeah, for sure. Bills, Jacksonville, Houston. I guess the Chargers. It's better than Broncos or... It's better than Broncos, Patriots, or I refuse to root for the Steelers. I can't stand Mike Tomlin, but I don't like Jim Harbaugh. 7:05, so 20 minutes I'll be back on. That'll do it. Not even going to wrap it up. Got to finish my dinner, and Packers dropped to 9-4-1. So 20 minutes we'll be back on. Packers now last wild card, meaning the stupid Bears are leading the division, but we can take care of business in Chicago Saturday night. Sinbin Stream signing out. Thanks, everybody, for watching. Yvonne, thank you. Okay, MFJ4, this is free. I'm not a paid professional. If I screw up, I screw up. I'm doing this for free on my own time. They're paid professionals. I don't know what to tell you. Take care, everybody. Be well. Hope to see you soon. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. Helps grow the channel. Thanks for supporting me. Until next time, take